All right, let's jump right into this explainer. Accounting software used to be just a handy tool for crunching numbers and keeping the books tidy. But thanks to the law we're unpacking today, it's basically morphed into a digital witness, a witness that literally cannot be silenced. Whether you're gearing up for your exams or you're the one managing a company's finances, you've got to wrap your head around this absolute game changer in digital accountability.
Here's our quick roadmap for today. First, we'll hit the new digital rules, then we'll break down the auditor's strict checklist. After that, we'll apply all of it to a real-world scenario with Damodar Limited. And finally, we'll wrap the whole shebang up with a summary and some exam tips. Let's get to it.
Section 1. The new digital rules. Let's look at this definitive line drawn in the sand for corporate accounting.
So the absolute turning point here is April 1st, 2023. For any financial year kicking off on or after that exact date, the game completely changed. Before 2023, standard accounting software was totally fine. But from April 2023 onward, mandatory audit trails are actively enforced by law. We are officially in an era of strict, no-nonsense digital accountability. The legal backbone making all this happen is the Proviso to Rule 3.1 of the company's, accounts rules of 2014. If you're prepping for an exam, memorize that exact statute, write it down, underline it. But in plain English, just think of it as the digital accountability law. It essentially says that if your company uses accounting software, that software must meet some very specific, completely non-negotiable requirements.
Let's strip away the legal jargon for a second. What does the software actually have to do? Well, to be legally compliant, every piece of software needs 3 built-in features. Number 1, it must record an audit trail for every single transaction. Every single one. Number 2, it's got to create an edit log. So if someone goes in and tweaks a book of account, the software has to capture the exact date of that change. And number 3, and honestly, this is the real kicker, the software must ensure that this trail cannot be disabled.
I really cannot emphasize this enough. Under no circumstances can this tracking feature be turned off. Not by management, not by the IT guys, nobody. It effectively takes the digital eraser right out of the accounting department's hands. The law demands a permanent, unalterable record of who did what and exactly when they did it.
Moving right along to Section 2, the auditor's checklist. Because, this isn't just some internal IT headache. It turns the auditor into a full-on digital detective. So what exactly does the statutory auditor have to report to the members? It's not just checking a box saying the company bought some fancy brand-name software. The auditor actually gets a very strict checklist to enforce, and they have to ask some pretty uncomfortable questions about the software's integrity. The auditor has 4 exact reporting duties. First up, equipped. Does the company actually have software with the required audit trail and edit log? Second, operated. Was this feature running continuously all year for every transaction, or, was it mysteriously down for maintenance during audit season? Third, tampered. The auditor has to verify if the audit trail was ever messed with. And fourth, preserved. Has the company kept this trail safe according to statutory retention rules? The auditor literally has to sign off on all 4 of these pillars.
All right, Section 3, example time. Let's see how this plays out in a very testable scenario with Damodar Ltd. Imagine you're the auditor for a company. Let's call them Damodar Limited. You're looking through the books and you realize management altered some journal entries, but there are 0 edit logs. Nothing. When you ask why, the IT team casually mentions they disabled the audit trail for inventory adjustments to, get this, save server space. Or maybe they say they just needed to fix some past mistakes real quick. Regardless of their excuse, even if it's supposedly to save space, your response has to be a hard no. You must legally state that Damodar Limited has strictly violated the Proviso to Rule 3.1. Disabling the trail is totally illegal. Your advice? They need to universally enable that edit log for every single module, immediately. Finally, Section 4, summary and exam tips. Let's lock in everything we've just covered.
These 4 bullet points right here are your ultimate cheat sheet. Take away the legalese, and this is what you need to know. Point 1, lock in that date. Rule 3.1 applies from April 1st, 2023. Point 2, your software has to autonomously record every transaction and log the exact edit dates. Point 3, you absolutely cannot turn it off. Disabling the trail to save space or sweep edits under the rug is 100% illegal. And point 4, the auditor is legally on the hook to report on whether the software is equipped, operating, untampered, and preserved.
So, the big question you've got to ask yourself, or the management of the company you're auditing, is this. Is your software hiding something, or is it legally compliant? Because in today's digital age, under Rule 3.1, accounting software is way more than just a giant calculator. It is the ultimate, unsilenceable witness. Thanks for tuning into this explainer, and definitely keep these rules top of mind next time you crack open a set of digital books.